Hello, my name is Erika. I graduated from Marianne Yoga School in January 2019. I'm hanging out on the East Coast right now, and I'm so grateful for all that I learned in Costa Rica with Marianne that I got to bring home with me, because it allowed me to step into a deeper role of a student, of a teacher, and of just a being in this experience. So I'm so grateful it's brought me to this moment and so many beautiful moments before. And I'm so grateful to share this one with you, because today is the full moon in Libra. It's April 7th. So I'm just so grateful that this ended up being the day to share a flow with you all, because I'm all about that moon magic, and I hope that this flow and our time together will most definitely help you feel the power and the energy of this incredible day. So for anything, you need your mat, or maybe you don't, maybe you want to be outside, and if you'd like some blocks, I just have them just in case, and anything else that you feel like you might need to serve you best right now. So go ahead, get yourself ready, and we will meet on the mat. Thank you for being here. So, starting in a seated position, as always. This is how I like to start most of my classes. This will be no different. So just kind of come together within yourself, untuck your sit bones, find a comfortable seat, sit up nice and tall, and a big breath in. And then exhale, let your shoulders fall down your back. Maybe your eyes are still open. On your next breath out, slowly let them come to a close. With each inhale, find length in your spine, and every exhale, just settle a bit deeper into your seat and into the earth. Taking your palms, and if they're not there already, placing them on the tops of your knees, elbows down by your side, focusing on grounding into this moment and into the practice and into your day. As your palms face down to the earth, breathe in for grounding, and breathe out what's ever holding you back. Take a big breath in, hold it at the top, and then just sigh it out. Do 2 more, just like that. Inhale. And let it go. Paying attention to the rise and the fall of your chest. Acknowledging any thoughts that come up with acceptance. So if they come up, which they will, just acknowledge them, accept them, and take another breath in, let them go. As this full moon is very strong today, you're really going to want to center in on grounding. So we'll be here for a few more breaths. Just breathe in, be with yourself. Maybe play with an equal part breath. So inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Exhale out your nose for a count of 4. This breath, go ahead, continue to ground if that speaks to you, but if you're looking for some healing, go ahead, flip the tops of your hands onto the tops of your knees, let your palms face the sky, with your eyes still closed and your spine still long. settling into this healing. Remembering your thoughts come with acceptance, let them go. Maybe you're still playing with the equal part breath. Go ahead and see if you can inhale for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 5 or 6 or 7. Getting out any stale energy. Taking a few more rounds of breath here. Gently, mindfully, let your breath come back to its regular speed, movement, tempo. And let your hands come down by your sides, bowing towards your heart center, opening up the back of your neck. Hug your abdomen in strong. And just release your shoulders down your back, bowing towards this present moment. And on your next inhale, reach your fingertips up to the sky. Maybe your gaze follows. Reach your fingertips. Just take a moment with the eyes closed to reach, engage through your core, your fingertips. Root down through your pelvis and your sit bones. And just reach up to the sky. Big breath in. And on your exhale, let your palms touch. Take a moment to set a special intention. Maybe you send it out to the universe, it's for the world, or maybe this intention is just for you. Go ahead, inhale, breathe it up and out. And then on your exhale, bringing your intention, bringing it all back into your heart space to Anjali Mudra. Release your shoulders down your back. Bring your gaze back to center. Let your thumbs connect with your sternum. And your core is nice and strong as you sit in your power with your intention at your heart. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Let it go. And then let your shoulders roll down your back, hands come down to your sides, and then right ear over to right shoulder. Take a little side stretch. And then rolling back towards center, pausing here, and then on over to the left side, left ear to left shoulder. Coming back to center once again. Connecting with your breath. Don't forget, right ear to right shoulder. And then coming back towards center once more, over to the left. Coming back to center. Take a pause as you bow towards your heart. Bringing your arms, reaching out strong in front of you. Go ahead, lift your gaze. Big inhale. And on your exhale, turn the palms outward and reach out parallel to each side. Inhale, reaching back forward, reaching. And on your exhale, pushing out to your sides. Flipping your palms up to the sky. Take a moment, close your eyes, give yourself a little smile as you stand and sit in your power. And then inhale your arms up overhead. And on your exhale, gently twist over to the right. Left hand goes to the outside of the right knee, and right hand will place behind you. Sit up nice and tall. Allow your inhales to give you length and your exhales to bring you a bit deeper into your twist. And maybe you want to play with the gaze behind you. If that's what feels comfortable for your body today, go ahead. See if you can look back behind you. As you twist, you release. One more big breath in, nice and long. That exhale brings you just a bit deeper. And on your next breath, inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And on your exhale, twisting over to the left side. Right hand on the outside of your left knee. Left hand will plant behind you. And go ahead, continue to find length and deepen into your twist. Breathing in, and breathing out, letting go. As the full moon calls for us to do, it assists us. And as we hang out in these twists, we're cleansing our system. So breathe into your cleansing. Once more, find length. On your exhale, just a bit deeper. And then inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, flat back, folding over. Go ahead, surrender to the earth. You're gonna probably feel this in your hips. You'll be here for 3 breaths. Go ahead, inhale. Maybe you sigh it out, let it go. Twice more. Last time. And on your exhale, slowly begin to drag your fingertips back in towards your center, meeting with your hands at heart in prayer. Taking a moment. And when you're ready, transition from this powerful seat onto all fours. Coming onto all fours, tabletop position. Check in, make sure that your wrists are stacked underneath your shoulders, your knees are stacked underneath your hips, gaze is to the earth below you. Your core is strong, so you've got a nice, straight, long line of energy in your spine. Tailbone reaches to the back of your mat. Crown reaches forward to the future. Holding here, just feeling your abdomen strong, feeling your table. Take a big breath in. Exhale, push your belly out. Inhale, hug abdomen in strong. Exhale, push your belly out. Now this time as you inhale, drop your belly, open up your heart, find cow pose. And then pushing deep into the earth, curving at your spine, hugging your abdomen in strong as your head is the last thing to go. Open up your heart, drop your belly, inhale. And curving at your spine for cat pose. Go ahead, drop your belly, open up your heart, feel this movement. Make it yours, make it free, push into the earth. Cat pose. Twice more, moving through, drop your belly, open up your heart. Exhale, let it go. One more time, make it big, bold, and beautiful. Open up your heart. And then push into the earth. Let your heart shine to the sky and hold here for a moment. And then let it all go. Take a sit back onto your heels and give your your wrist, some rolls. Just giving them some love before we get up onto them. So rolling in one direction and then rolling in the other. And then letting the fingertips face you. Take your right hand and bring those left fingertips towards your face, stretching them out. And then switching opposite, right fingertips face you, left hand brings you a bit closer. And then a couple more circle rolls. And then come back onto all fours, tucking at your toes. Sit back towards your heels, just kind of giving your toes a stretch now, bowing towards the earth, slightly like a child's pose. And then coming back onto all fours. Tap out those feet, those toes, get any energy out of there. Shake your hips a little to the left, a little to the right. Just finding some free, warm movements. And then come back to stillness in your tabletop. Grounding down through your left hand, reach your right fingertips to the sky. Keeping your fingertips in line with your shoulder. Go ahead, reach on up. Exhale, thread your needle through. Settling your right cheek towards the earth and your left hand to reach maybe out in front of you, or you might prefer to keep it outside of your face. Whatever speaks to you and your body. And you're here for a few more breaths. One more big breath in. On your exhale, your left hand is supporting the outside of your face. Push into the earth and reach your right fingertips up to the sky. And then bringing them down to earth. Reach your left fingertips up to the sky. And then thread through for the opposite side. Breathing into your twist here. Bringing your right hand back to support you outside of the face. And then push into the earth. Reach your left fingertips up to the sky. Grounding down through both hands now. Tuck at your toes. Nice and slow. You're going to sit back towards your heels, lifting your knees off the earth and slowly rising your hips to the sky for downward facing dog. And go ahead and get to know how your dog feels today. So lift one heel up, one heel to the earth. Check in with your hand placement in line with your shoulders. Adding a bend into your knees if you hyperextend. And settling into your downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Sigh it out, let it go. One more just like that. Let it go. Inhale up onto your tippy toes. And then exhale your heels back towards the earth. Engage through your core. And then slowly begin to walk your hands towards your feet, finding a forward fold. Surrender here in your fold. Bending at your knees, let your heart hang towards your thighs. Grabbing opposite elbows. Sway a little to the right and a little to the left. Breathing in as the back of your heart opens. The back of your legs get a stretch. And go ahead, find stillness. Ground down through all four corners of your feet. And then inhale to a halfway lift. So reaching your crown forward. Pelvis is nice and strong. Back is a long line of energy. And then reaching your fingertips out in front of you, bend at your knees and reach on up to Tadasana. And then let your arms come down by your sides. Place your palms front of your mat and let your shoulders fall down your back. Inhale your arms up overhead. Reach, reach, reach. With palms touching, exhale, bend your elbows, bend at your knees, and fold over. Inhale, halfway lift. Reach on out with your fingertips, bend at your knees, come on up to Tadasana, and then down by your sides. We'll do that a few more times. Inhale your arms up to the sky, honoring today, honoring the full moon, honoring yourself. Palms touch. Fold over. Inhale, halfway lift. Reach your fingertips to the front. Bend your knees, rise into your mountain. Arms come down by your sides. And standing in your power here, let your fingertips engage. Your core is strong. Your heart is shining. Maybe your chin is lifted. And just come back to your intention, bringing it into your mountain. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold over. And then walking out to a downward facing dog. From here, ground down through your left foot and reach your right leg to the sky. Squaring off your right hip, make sure that your pinky toe is pointing towards the earth. Your hip is internally rotated. Inhale as you reach just a bit higher. And then exhale as you bring your toes as slow as you can to the earth. Ground down through your right foot, reach left toes to the sky. Same thing, check in. Internally rotate your hip, point your pinky toe to the earth. And this time you're gonna step your left foot in between your hands and go ahead, drop your back knee, untuck your back toes, finding low lunge, and then rise your fingertips, your torso off your front leg. Lifted low lunge, release your shoulders down your back. Engage through your fingertips, holding on here, grounding down through your front foot, nice and strong in your glutes and in your pelvis, and then bring your hands through to your heart center. Twisting at your torso, just open up to the left side and reach your arms out wide. Hanging out in this twist, it's a little bit of a balance. And then go ahead, bring your hands back to heart center, face the front of your mat, reach your fingertips up to the sky, and then go ahead and open up your heart, baby back bend, crescent lunge. And then one more breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Plant your hands on the outside of your left foot, and then gently sit back towards your heel. Lengthen through your left leg, finding half split. Fold over your front leg, surrender here. One more big breath in. On your exhale, plant your left foot, bending into your front knee, rising into your low lunge once again. Let your palms touch. Open up your heart for crescent lunge. And then exhale as you reach forward, planting your left hand, your right hand, tucking your right toes and keeping your right hand planted. Lift your right knee and reach your left fingertips to the sky. Holding here. Go ahead, plant your left hand back to the earth. And then keeping your hands grounded, nice and strong, engage through your core, step back to plank, and find your downward facing dog. Preparing for the opposite side, ground down through your left foot, reach your right toes on up, and step your right foot in between your hands. Dropping your left knee, untucking your left toes, and then rising into your low lunge. Holding here nice and tall and strong. Same thing, we're going to go for that twist, so bring your hands through to heart center. And then twisting from your torso, open up to the right side. And then let your arms extend. Holding here. One more breath. Come back to center. Reach your arms up to the sky. Palms touch. Welcoming this back bend if it speaks to you. Crescent lunge. And then reaching forward, planting your hands on the outside of your right foot. And gently sitting back towards your left heel. And surrendering into your half split. One more big breath in. On your exhale, plant your right foot, rise on up to your crescent lunge. Let your palms touch, heart opens. And then reaching forward, planting both hands. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Keeping the left hand grounded, reach your right fingertips to the sky. And then grounding down through your right hand. Stepping back to plank, hold here. A nice long line of energy. And then downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Sigh it out, let it go. And then bending at your knees, go ahead, step, walk, or hop to the front of your mat. Surrender into your forward fold. And then reach on up to the sky. Fingertips, all four corners of the feet are grounded. And then surrender into your Tadasana, mountain pose. Let your shoulders hang down by your back. Standing in your power. In the light and the love of today. Feel your heart beat and come back to your intention. As you bring your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your belly. Centering in. Engage through your core and keeping your hands placed exactly where they are. Go ahead and bow towards yourself, towards this present moment as you begin to fold with a flat back. Nice and slow, and then surrender all the way down. Release. And as slow as you can, rolling back up to standing. Bring your arms up overhead. And your hands through to heart center. Preparing for some balance. Ground down through your left foot. Add a slight bend into your left knee. And then lift your right sole of the foot off the earth. Keep bringing your knee in line with your hip. Preparing for warrior 3. You'll begin to push the right sole of your foot to the back of your mat as you hinge forward, keeping a flat spine. Go ahead and keep your hands at your heart center for now. Back leg is lifted and strong. And your toes are pointing to the earth. And then if it speaks to you, go ahead. Reach your fingertips out in front of you. Just one long breath here. And on your exhale, step your right foot back behind you and rise into a lunge. Beautiful. Planting your hands out in front of you. Transitioning to a standing split, ground down through your left foot, bend into your left knee, and then rise your right toes off of the earth. One more big breath here, and then bringing your right toes back to earth, forward fold, and then rise up to Tadasana. Bringing your arms up overhead. Exhale, down by your sides. Collecting once again, left hand to heart, right hand to belly. And then preparing for the opposite side. Bring your hands to your heart center. Ground down through your right foot. And lift your left sole of your foot off the earth. Knee is in line with your hip. And then transition to your warrior three as you push your left foot behind you to the back of your mat, finding length in your spine and everything you've got. And if it speaks to you, reaching your arms out in front of you for one big breath. And on your exhale, stepping back, planting your left toe, finding runner's lunge. Go ahead, reach your fingertips forward. Plant your hands to the earth. Step back for plank. And then coming into downward facing dog. Dip your hips a little to the right and a little to the left. And when you're ready, bending at your knees, step, walk, or hop to the front of your mat. And then slowly fold over and transition on to your seat. So coming down to earth now, extend your legs out in front of you. Maybe this is the time you want to grab a block to bring the earth a bit closer to you, because we're going to do a extended forward fold. So engage through your feet. Let your palms come down by your sides, ground down through your sit bones. Inhale your arms up overhead, and then exhale, fold over your legs, and surrender here. There's no end goal. You don't need to reach your toes or anything at all. Just need to surrender to the moment, to your practice. One more big breath in, and then go ahead and roll back up to seated. Ground your palms into the earth, or as much as you can. Let your shoulders fall down your back. And just sitting in staff. Let your eyes come to a close. Come back to your breath. When you're ready, bring the soles of your feet to the earth and slowly transition onto your back. Your soles of the feet are to the earth. And hug your right knee in, followed by your left. Giving your lower back a little massage. Go from the right to the left. Maybe make some circles. And then you'll extend both legs up to the sky, pointing the feet towards your face. Go ahead, bring your hands to your low belly. And then play with pointing one set of toes as you flex the other, and vice versa. Beautiful. Beginning to slow down the practice, coming back down to earth. Hug your knees into your chest. And then let your arms come out wide. Twisting your right knee and left knee, of course, over to the right side, taking supine twist. Welcoming your gaze to be over to the left if you'd like a little extra. Breathing deep here, settling. Coming back towards center. Take a pause here. And then let your knees fall over to the left. Gaze to the right. Back to center, taking happy baby pose. So from the insides of your legs, reach for the soles of your feet, bending at your knees, bringing them towards your sides. Maybe you want to sway a little to the left, a little to the right, holding here. Big breath in. Out. Go ahead, surrender. Let your right leg extend, your left leg extend. Your right arm come down and your left. Take a moment to let the earth just cradle you. And to feel all the energy that you've cultivated for yourself on this beautiful day. Welcoming in 3 big belly breaths to settle you into your corpse pose for Shavasana. Go ahead and begin now. Inhale, reach, fill up with air, and then settle. Twice more. Time, fill up, and then surrender. Thank you for showing up and for taking the time for you. All of my love. Namaste.